Bring the music down. That ought to be pretty good right around there, I think. I'm hiding in darkness. All right. I think that ought to be pretty good now. So we are unboxing the X-1 Carbon here. Mine arrived today. I was going to unbox it tomorrow, but then I decided I can't wait. I'm in the middle of finishing my Anycubic Cobra Max video. I'm like 3/4 of the way through the review of it. I should be finishing that. I'm going to go back to finishing that after I'm done here, but I'm excited. How excited am I for this printer? I'm so excited that I was going to unbox it tomorrow at 5 p.m. and I can't wait. I have not been this excited about a 3D printer probably since my first 3D printer. Like, my Vorons excite me and I enjoy them, but I know I have to build them, so that changes the excitement level, you know? YouTube says it's buffering, but it's not. I don't know. YouTube chat, let me know if you have any problems with the stream. I would love to hear about it. Might be a kind of boring stream for some folks. I wanted to wait a minute, see if anybody else jumps in here, but we should probably just get rolling with unboxing this darn thing. So, yeah. Can we see? Where's the Flexi Dyno? I don't know. Oh. There's the Flexi Dyno. Flexi Dyno. Even has a little chunk birthmark from it being on the bed. No problem stream on my end. All right, let's get to unboxing this thing. I mean, this should be a pretty quick stream. I don't have all night, so that's the reason I just said, screw it, let's jump in and do it. Let me check the camera angles real quick. We got overhead, which you're not getting the output from the LUT. Let me output the look. Boop. There we go, that's a lot better. Overhead, close up on the wide angle, and the main shot. Honestly, the close-up on that second angle there, I only really intended that for so you folks could get a better view when it's printing, when we actually get to printing. So, looking to get my first 3D printer, budget of $500. I still recommend the Creality Ender 3. Save your money, spend the rest of your money on Filament. Creality Ender 3 is less than $200. You could spend the other $300 on Filament or modifications to the printer once you learn to use it. Learn to use it before you modify it. So, let's get this thing out of the box. Dinosaur, you want to hang out while we start to unbox this? We're going to unbox the, if anybody's not familiar, the Bambu Labs Carbon X1 is a, well, let's get it out of the box and we'll talk about what it is, I guess. So, I'm going to switch to overhead angle as we start to cut this thing out of the box. Yes! Folks on TikTok, if you want to catch a better view of what is going on, check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/MandicReally to get a better view. If you want camera 2, you gotta head to YouTube. Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna put this on the floor so I can actually get it out of the box. Ow. Paper cut. Ow. Their official instructions for this are to lift it by this frickin' bag that it's in. Not sure how I feel about that, but here we are. All right, in the box I've also got Filament. Since my combo kit came with Filament. Whoop. All right, folks, there it is. That's the unboxing. We're not done, obviously, but it's out of the box. Let's get this bag off of here. Bag off. Yeah. I'm really not sure how I feel about them having you unbox it via the bag. I want to adjust that camera real quick. Alright, I just wanted to brighten up the image a little bit. I had it underexposed a little because I thought this was going to reflect too much, but this looks good now. Alright, get a little peel going here. What number was I? My backer number was 816. I was backer number 816 on this thing. Boom. Peel number 1, done. Peel number 2. I was backer number 816 for mine. ASMR, yeah, I wish I could, you know, justify an ASMR stream. I think Jacob did an ASMR unboxing of his. What was the cost of this thing? $1,200 or $1,300? $1,250 I think it cost me via Kickstarter. So Kickstarter, we got a little bit of a discount for this thing. So $1,250 I want to say, which came with the X1. Inside of there is the AMS system, the multicolor 4-color system. And it came with these 4 samples of filament, which is basic PLA, PACF, basic PLA, and their water washable support. So about 250 grams of each of those. All right, how exciting! Tactoprint, it is. I'm really excited. Yeah, and I've got plenty of things to do with this thing. I want to get printing with it pretty quickly here, so let's get the AMS out of the box. We have to get that out of there next. Woo. Ah. All right. Do I have to release it from underneath? Maybe I could read the instructions, I guess. Look, there it is. I should probably read the instructions. Yeah, it was... I'm not going to say it was easy to justify, but... How much is this? I think it's going to be about $1,400 for this configuration, all said and done. Hoping to get ours by this month, but you're 800 something, yeah. Clean, hoping it can get some clean prints. I sure hope so. Remove the screws. Okay, there are 2 screws in holding the AMS in place. All right. 2 screws inside of here holding the AMS in. They are the ones marked with red right there. What size are they? Probably came with the tools I need inside of here, but... Let's see if I can figure it out on my own. Looks like a 2mm hex, maybe. Okay, it's not 3mm, maybe 2.5. It would help if my hex bits were not all mixed up. Not 2.5. Where's my 2.0? 2. Is it 2? 2 it is. 2 it is. Is there an official website to buy it? You can check out, there's a link in the description of the live stream to the official website. They are not available for pre-order yet. In America, anyway. I'm backer 1117, no notification of shipping yet. Well, hopefully you get yours soon. Like I said, I'm number like 816. So, Dino, you gotta go. All right, those should allow me to remove the AMS now. Let's see if we can get this out of here. Yep, boom, that was that. To get the AMS out, the multicolor system that holds 4 colors or multi-material. Okay, now there are 4 screws that I gotta get out inside of here. I wanna just focus on that camera real quick. That's better. All right, that's better. I need hex keys though. This isn't gonna work. I can't fit down in there with this. How much was it? I want a price. I bought this through Kickstarter, which means I got a discount. I think it was like $12.50. Surprised they didn't send you a test unit. Yeah, I requested one, but so did every other reviewer under the sun. So, yeah. They never responded to me. They never blew me off. They never did anything. They just didn't send me one. Which is their prerogative. They didn't have to. Adjust the mic down a little bit. Is that better? Is that better? Yes, I think it is. Yeah, this thing cost me like $12.50, I want to say. I think because I was one of the early backers on Kickstarter. Pre-order is $14.50 US. Yeah, that's what it's going to sound like for the full combo like I have. There is a lower model, base model. I think that's going to be about $900. That does not have the multicolor printing, the multi-material. Ah! Out you come! I feel like Ben was the only person I saw with one. Grizzled Gnome got one as well. And Joel Telling, and also Uncle Jesse. But Uncle Jesse's was actually a lemon. He had a bad one. So, yeah. He actually, his was a clusterfuck. He had to send his back to them, and then FedEx lost it and eventually returned it to him. Can you end this be separate spot? I don't know what you mean. You're gonna have to clarify for me, please. Oh my gosh, this one... The last one is a little hard to get to. But yeah, I requested a review unit, and they never responded to me. I know a handful of other folks that I am friends with in the review space also requested them and got denied. And, you know, I would have honestly probably preferred to have been denied versus just no answer, but here we are. Yeah, a bunch of other folks got test units. There were a bunch of folks who got test units. I think we were mostly referring to TikTok. 3D printers on PrintTok on YouTube, or TikTok, like myself. If you're not familiar, if anybody actually here happens to be a just somebody who follows me on here or another platform, TikTok is my primary platform, so. And there's that out of there. This retainer piece for the AMS came out. As the AMS just fell off the box behind me here. Good thing I caught it. Some desiccant of some kind, maybe grease. All right. All right, so inside of here, we've got replacements for the bed surface. And pre-installed, I've got the cold plate. Pre-installed is the cold plate with a little tape stuck to it. I don't love that. It's kind of gooed on there. That's annoying. And on the other side is the engineering plate for PA, TPU, and PC. This side, the cold plate they recommend for PLA, PETG, and ABS. Alright. Now we got to see about getting the screen out of here, I guess, so we can get it set up. I should probably look through the instructions, but I don't think they have a very good setup guide in here. Oh, no, they do. Remove those 4 screws. Hook up the AMS. Not too worried about that at the second. I will, but let's get this out of the box. Oh, can you purchase the AMS separately? Yes, they will be able to purchase the AMS separately. So if you buy a X1 Carbon, there's the X1, X1 Carbon, and then the X1 Carbon combo, which comes with the AMS. The X1 is the base model, but I don't believe the AMS will work with the base model. There will be an upgrade kit, I think, to make the X1 into an X1 Carbon, so you can then add the AMS onto it, if my memory serves me correctly. You can, and yes, you will be able to link 4 AMS systems together to make up to 16 color printing, though I don't think anybody's done that yet outside of their own factory or whatever. So, got a peel on the screen here. Screen peel. Trash can. All right. All right, how do we get this connected on here? I gotta pull this connector here, untape it from the front. Do I ever print with carbon fiber? Do I ever print with carbon fiber? No, I don't. Isn't one of the ones they sent me carbon fiber? Yeah, one of the ones they sent me was carbon fiber. PA carbon fiber. So I guess I will play with it, but no, I generally don't. I don't really have any need for it. I don't find that from the information I am aware of, gotta get this connected in here. Information I'm aware of, it doesn't really benefit enough, strength-wise, that I care. All right, cable connected in there. And hooked in. All right, that's pretty straightforward. AMS unit goes on top. Put the glass back on. Glass top back on. Now the AMS unit can go on top. Another peel. Peel. So many peels. There's another view here. Not really. All right. I want to reduce the exposure on that camera real quick. That's better. Okay. I gotta hook this up back here. And then where's the electrical connection? The electrical cable for the AMS. Let's refer back to the instructions. How many materials can it print at once? 4 material. Get ready for some purge time. Yeah, quite a bit of purge time. A lot of time just spent purging out waste. Okay, so one of these is my cable. Okay, there's an electrical connection on the back. What's this? Spool holder and glue. Cam 3 and Cam 2 are available on YouTube. So folks on TikTok asking for the other camera angles, head to YouTube and you'll see them. All right, cables found. Six-pin cable goes from the AMS to the top to the back of the unit. Sorry, I need a lazy Susan in here to spin around. If purge blocks are if those purge blocks are dense enough, you could make them into doorstops. Sure. This cable is being a pain. Okay. Much better than TikTok. Awesome. Welcome to the stream. All right, AMS is on there. Can I ban the cam comments? I have like a dozen different cam comments words filtered. People keep finding different ways to spell cam and be assholes. So, sorry. All right. If you're annoyed by the cam comments, head over to YouTube. Are you printing a 17-minute Benchy? That is what we're gonna print, yep. Yes, the 17-minute Benchy is exactly what I intend to print first. Remove 3 screws that hold the Z-axis in place. 3 screws, oh, I wish I would have done that before I put the AMS on the top. All right. I just got this new electric screwdriver because my last one died while working on my Voron the other day. My 2.4. And I think this one's definitely stronger than my last one. It's noisier. Did you do my review of the Cobra Max? I am like 3/4 of the way through my review of the Cobra Max. It's going to be like 20 minutes long. But that video should go live on YouTube on Saturday. So Cobra Max review live on Saturday. Came from TikTok. Welcome. Oh yeah, this thing is way stronger than my last one. It's a little bigger than I had hoped it would be, this printer. But I don't think it's that big. I mean, it's not small. Yeah, it's not. So, came with a spare hot end. Spare hot end. Let me switch cameras to give you all a close-up of the hot end. This is what the hot end in this unit looks like. Both the nozzle and the heater block. Well, actually, the nozzle and heater block are one thing. They're this end piece here. That's the nozzle and heater block. The heater just sticks to the side of it. It doesn't have the heater on there. And then the heatsink here is obviously the heat dissipation portion. So, looking for a bigger printer? Awesome. Yes, watch out for the YouTube video on Saturday of the Cobra Max review. Cobra Max review is coming. All right, just some spare pieces in here. All right, time to load some filament. I'm gonna load up the orange for the first print for the 17-minute Benchy. Can holder should come out nice, yeah. I heard the thermistor is fragile. I mean, the thermistor is fragile on almost everything, so that does not surprise me. I know Grizz just broke his. Okay, we're gonna do an orange Benchy so it stands out a little bit in there. Orange or white are the colors that it came with, and I'm gonna use their material for the first print. Where have I got snips? Snippity doo dah. Snips. Snip, snip, snips. All right. Spare AMS tube, is that? I can't tell. All right. There's a feed point up here. You might see them here, these little inlets. Isn't there foam in the poop chute? Yes, there is. Thank you very much. I hadn't gotten that far in the instructions yet. They don't call for it yet. I'll leave it. I gotta follow the instructions. What's the build volume of this? It is 256 by 256, well, 256 cubed. So a 250 millimeter cube, effectively. Audio is quiet on YouTube and video grainy. That's weird. I'm outputting like max volume on YouTube. And I'm watching right now on my TV and video is not grainy. That sounds like a problem on your end, sorry to say. Is there any way to use other slicers? It can be done. You can, I'm pretty sure you can take the Start G code, but you'd have to do it. Audio and video is great. Yeah, the rest of YouTube chat says everything's good, so sorry to say. It sounds like it's a problem with yours, TurboTech. Audio's fine here. Cool. Microphone's a little further away from me than I would like, but it's hard to... I don't like wearing a lavalier mic when I do these things, which I probably should. But anyway. Turn on the power. Let there be power. Outputting at 480. I'm outputting at 1080, so sorry, that's... everything on my end looks pretty good for the stream strength and everything, so... Alright, powering up. We got some stuff on the screen there. Place at least one spool in the AMS. Turn on power and start the printer. And the AMS. Do I have to turn on the AMS separately? I can't tell. Oh, start the printer and the AMS. Okay. Insert the filament into the filament outlet and it will be automatically preloaded. It ain't being automatically preloaded. English. Ah, you folks can't see it from that angle. Next. I gotta log into my Wi-Fi real quick. Oh my gosh. This is a pain. Nobody come use my Wi-Fi. I monitor it. I'll know. Join. Is there a voltage switch on the PSU? No. This was shipped to me as an American unit, so I think it comes maybe inside of there. I'd have to open it up and find out. We'll find out another time. But round button for the filament load needs to be pushed forward. Okay. I'm just getting it hooked up first. I'm going to skip the app for right now. Yeah. Take my data. Take my data. All right. Calibration may take several minutes. Here it goes. Well, that's not going to work very well. I think it's trying to do the calibration with a bunch of the foam still in there. Because in the instructions, it didn't tell me to remove the foam. Are you sure you want to cancel this job? I did not. There was a problem with calibration. Yeah, the problem was there was a bunch of junk still in there. I got it. Welcome. Yeah, Prash, mine got it. I got it. So did Jacob. Jacob's here. Let's try the calibration again now that I actually got the cardboard off the hot end. Calibrating, 0%. Is it a sensitive touchscreen? Yeah, it is. Granted, I'm having trouble because I'm reaching around the machine, so it's a little hard for me. This is the X-1 Carbon. Yes, it is. Bambu party time. Whew. That was awfully aggressive now, wasn't it? TikTok, folks, if you want a better view, head to YouTube, youtube.com/mandicreally for a better view. How long did I wait for my X1? I mean, I ordered day one of it, so, I don't know, a little over 30 days. The plate is not PEI, or it's a type of PEI, maybe? I honestly don't know what it is. Think you need to peel that sticker on the tool head? Yeah, I probably should have. The instructions didn't say. Is what it is. It's gonna throw off the calibration of the input shaping a hair, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm gonna redo it anyway because this is not, obviously not where this printer is gonna live. It's not gonna sit here on my bench like this. So. I'm gonna move the, no I'm not. I can't get to the TikTok camera right now, sorry folks. TikTok, if you want a better view, head to YouTube. It's doing all kinds of testing right now, checking out harmonics. 60% through the XY calibration. Testing that vibe, yep. We're just vibing. We just vibing here. We just chilling. That was terrible. I'm sorry. What's the YouTube called? Mandic Really. M-A-N-D-I-C-R-E-A-L-L-Y. Mandic Really. There's a link on my bio on TikTok as well. One of the feet is off the bench. There's only 3 feet of this thing on the bench right now, so that's not helping this. What speed does it print at? Hard to say. It varies. Sounds like something other than a 3D printer right now. It's still going. 93% done. Probably should have the door closed and a bunch of stuff. Anyway, the speeds this prints at. I honestly forget what the default speed is. Fast. I want to say its average print speed is 250 millimeters a second, if I remember right, but I might be making that up. What's it doing? It is calibrating itself. This is a self-calibrating 3D printer. So it's shaking the tool head back and forth at a very rapid rate to sense, it has a sensor in the head, to sense the vibration, to compensate for those vibrations when it's printing. It has like a LiDAR camera concept in there to actually check the width of extrusions and check it out. Warp speed, they call it ludicrous speed. A nod to, what do you call it? I'm blanking. That movie. Help me. I forget. All right, calibration complete. Next. Start to print. All right. What's it going to take to load a filament here? I'm going to look for the option to load filament. AMS. Where's the filament loading? AMS, there we go. Empty. Retry. Press load or unload. Is this not the load button? That was a reset button. It auto-loads in the AMS. It's not auto-loading. I'm sticking it into the input. It is simply not doing it. Let's let it restart real quick. Oh, that's just the screen on and off. I forgot. What was that? There we go. Yeah, my AMS is not loading. Oh, you've really got to shove it in there. Really got to shove it in. That's why. That's why. Okay, so let's do this. I guess we're ready. It still says this slot is empty. It still says this slot's empty, but it's not. Why are you not loading? I'll try second slot. It keeps pulling the filament in and then just kicking it back. I'll make sure everything's connected properly. It all looks good. You're supposed to use glue stick, yeah. They want you to use glue stick. It does heat the bed, but much lower than you're used to. 35 degrees for PLA. Whew. I'm gonna put a little glue stick on here. I don't know, I'm just gonna try and print and see what happens. It keeps thinking it's not indicating any filament loaded into the AMS, like, at all. Despite there clearly being. So let's just see what happens if I try to print. Benchy. Print now. Alright, we're gonna see if we can print the fast Benchy. Maybe the hot end needs to heat up. Maybe. Need to start the print to fully load. Okay. Full send. Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it, folks. All right, it's starting to heat up. It's only to 30 degrees Celsius. Jeez. The side fan just kicked on. The fan over there, the side blower fan. Should probably remove this. There's that sticker. All right, I guess it's loading. Yeah. No, AMS isn't doing anything yet. Well, we're up to 193, 200. There we go. Now it's loading. Now we're loading. 221, 226. Boy, it prints hot. I mean, it's printing fast. That kind of makes sense. 241. How freaking hot's it gonna get? 252. 250. It's pulling filament. Okay, we're pooping now. The machine is pooping. Did yours have the loose fan, Akuma? No, it doesn't. No, my fan is not loose. I'm going to print that support that I saw on the Facebook group for sure. I plan to print a lot of high temp materials with this, so. God, this thing is loud. Folks who on YouTube, if you want a better view, head to YouTube. I'm sorry, TikTok, kind of hard to get you all a better view. There's our first poop. It left our first poop nugget. First poop nugget. I'm so proud. It is not very secure on the bench. Let me move it forward just a hair. That's gonna be better. Try and move the TikTok camera so you can actually see. I got way too much stuff in here right now. How much stuff are you gonna do before you print? Okay, now we're doing a level check. We're down to 140 now. Okay, now it's doing some leveling. Doing some leveling now. Printing lead at that temperature, yeah. Gosh, this thing is noisy. What's different about this machine? A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. You'll see once it starts printing. Give it a minute. It's doing all the calibrations now just so it can get to printing. We are live right now unboxing the Carbon X1 from Bambu Lab X-1 Carbon, whatever. It's starting the 17 Benchy right now. Get to the live, check it out, link on my bio. Just making a, is CraftBot any good? CraftBot doesn't make printers anymore, do they? I thought CraftBot was gone. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong brand. How many points does it do? I don't know. It looks like 25 point-ish, doesn't it? Something like that. It's almost a weird pattern. Yeah, 25 it appears to be. It's a lot. It's a big pattern for such a small bed, but hey. All right. A video within a live. Why was that so satisfying to see? Plastic 3D, welcome. Plastic's had one of these for a while. How do you get your print settings correct with so many setting options? A lot of trial and error and learning. It's laying down test pattern now. Plastic 3D, thank you very much for the present. Much appreciated. This is some of the self-teaching preload. Please say you're giving one of these away. No, I paid for this, sorry, not happening. I know it's early, not a chance I could say whether this is worth it or not, not a chance. Making you want to get your palette 3 out of the box. My palette 3's right behind me there. Can you see it in the stream? Can the X1 Carbon print carbon fiber out of the box? Yes. In fact, one of the spools they sent me with it is carbon fiber. PA carbon fiber. Not even PLA, like, good shit. I'm going to be printing mostly engineering materials with this. How much does it cost with the AMS? US price, I believe, is going to be $14.50 for this whole setup here. I believe it's going to be $14.50. I paid $12.50 or $1200, something like that. Yeah, it's a hardened nozzle. It is a hardened steel nozzle out of the box. And the Benchy is laying down, and my entire bench is shaking. Still cheaper than Ultimaker. Yes, it is. Why is it purging? Alright. A lot of waste with color changes, yep. Oh yeah, it does do that with the print head when time lapse is on. This is just the G code from the SD card, so I don't know why time lapse would be on. Just landed, and it's a pleasure to be in the stream. Thank you for being here. Have I seen the ERCF, the Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder? Yes, I have. I really don't have much interest in it personally. I believe the calibration does reduce the overall bed size, yes. I believe. I'm not 100% yet. You don't have to do the calibration on every single print, though. Look at that. It's hard to even capture how quickly it's freaking going. Vion, welcome. Hello. Found a belt for your Cobra Max. Awesome. How's Philly today? Warm. Philly is warm, but good otherwise. I love my home. How long will it take? This is a 17-minute Benchy. It's supposed to take less than 20 minutes. It is violent. It is shaking my entire workbench. My workbench is a butcher block slab that is 6 foot by like 30 inches, and it's shaking my entire desk. Am I gonna make some new barrel lids? With this, I don't know, but I will be back to barrel lids soon. What speed setting is it on? I didn't adjust it. I think this might be Ludicrous. Spaceballs, that's the movie, thank you. Is it faster than my Boron? Yes. Yes, this is faster than my Boron currently. Let's see what speeds it's on. Yeah, I don't see speed settings on there. Yeah, I don't see it. Sorry, blocking that a little bit. Go in settings. Oh yeah, it's on 100% speed. It's on standard. Let's run up to sport. That's not even Ludicrous speed yet. Let's go Ludicrous. Screw it. This is Ludicrous speed. Oh yeah, it's layer skipping terrible. Look at that. That's a freaking mess. I'm gonna let it go just to spaghetti for a minute, just because. Skip steps, I think it either skipped steps or it hit the print. I can't tell which, and it definitely skipped. All right, so that print's a failure. Now it's a 10-minute print. Yeah, well, it's not a... You know what? I'm gonna let it go for a second and see what happens. Can it like half fix the Benchy? Will the top portion print okay? Switching speeds might be the cause. Understandable. It probably caused like a hiccup or something. Switching speeds mid-print. I don't know. Too fast, yeah. It sounds violent, I'll tell you that. Phew. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. On that note, at least the bed's nice and cool. How much money do I make from selling? How much money do I make from selling prints? Not much. I don't sell prints often. I'm not a farm. I don't generally sell prints. Not my thing. Nickname it Toretto. It's all about the family. We're gonna do a new one. We're definitely gonna do a new one. I gotta get this cleaned off. Wonder how hard it is on the CF rods. I wonder about the longevity of the CF rods as well. I also wonder. Well, there's our beautiful 17-minute Benchy. Yeah, get it in camera here. Yeah. There's our first one. Ah, cleaning this crap off the bed is a bitch. If you want other camera angles, head to YouTube. youtube.com/MandicReally for other camera angles. I did use glue stick, but not on the front edge here for the calibration shit. Which is where I screwed up, I guess. I only used it where the Benchy is. Alright. Let's try that again. I'm probably going to regret if I just restart it without putting some freaking new glue stick down. So let's move the head out of my way. All right. Let's apply a little glue stick here. Try and make it easier to remove that stuff. Any suggestions for an Ender 6? I really don't. I don't have one. I'm sorry. All right. We're going to start on Ludicrous speed now, and we're going to see what happens. Flow calibration. I don't care about flow calibration. Let's do bed leveling. First layer inspection. Oh, that's what it was doing. First layer inspection. I'm gonna let it go without... I'm gonna let it ride without doing that. I might regret it, but I'm gonna let it ride. All that technology and you need glue stick. Honestly, I don't give a shit. Like, so many people say, oh, magic goo, glue stick, you should just learn to level. I'm really good at leveling a bed and I still use it. It makes removing prints easier. Where do you get your Flexi Factory files? I get them from Flexi Factory on Patreon. I back them on Patreon. Are you going to print anytime soon? Should be starting any moment now. Gosh, this thing is slow to get going on a print. Heat bed, clean nozzle, auto level. Okay. Cleaning, it's pooping. It's taking a bathroom break before it hits the speeds. Oh, it wasn't a shot at me. No, I realize it wasn't a shot at me. I get that. I don't know. Like, I don't see any problem with it because adhesion promoters like glue stick or Magigoo also serve to help removal of the print afterward. Yeah, they said the LiDAR system that they're using for the calibration doesn't play nicely with PEI. Some folks have put PEI in these things already and found issues. I don't have anything catching the poop right now, no. Just me, I'm catching it. Backer 1765, patiently waiting. I was backer 816. Backer 816. All right. Let's see what this other camera angle looks like. Come on, you can do it. Should start one on my Voron. My V0 is out of commission at the moment. I had to replace the housing on it, so it's a little out of commission right now, unfortunately, and I haven't had any time to work on it to get it back up. I really didn't want to have this thing, I didn't really want to run this thing until I had my Vorons up, but it came in too soon. That sucks. That first Benchy was looking beautiful until it didn't. It looked beautiful till it didn't. Like, down here it looks great. What was my first 3D printer? An Ender 3. My first 3D printer is an Ender 3. I am starting on Ludicrous speed this time, yes. Starting on Ludicrous speed. Yep, we're already on Ludicrous. From the get-go, we're on Ludicrous speed this time. What do you think of the Ender 5 Pro? For the most part, not a big fan. Nothing wrong with it. And overall, a pretty good machine. I just don't see spending the extra money over an Ender 3 versus an Ender 5 Pro. So much money for such a small bed. How often do you print things that much bigger than this? Looking at the Ender 5 Plus or the Cobra Max. My review of the Cobra Max is coming out on Saturday. Look out for my review of the Cobra Max on Saturday. I literally took a break from editing it to unbox this, so. My favorite 3D printer is my Voron V0 right now. My Voron V0 is my personal favorite. What else am I live on? We're live on YouTube right now. YouTube.com/Mandic. Really? Go check it out. We got a multicam stream, some better views and better audio. How does the noise compare with the door closed? We'll find out once it gets rolling. Should do a review of the longer LK5 Pro. I am done buying printers for review, so unless manufacturers send them to me, that's that. I just can't justify spending so much money on printers over and over again for reviews that really don't do that well overall. So, why'd the light just flash? Did a purge line, when are you gonna print? Why are you just sitting there? There's a lot of wasted time just sitting around on this machine. For such a fast machine, it spends a lot of time just sitting. How much? This machine, in the full configuration as I have it, is about $1,450. They don't sell on Amazon. You can do a free return after the review. Yeah, all the poop. Yeah. Here's all the poop so far. All the poop so far. All right, we're doing a Ludicrous speed benchy this time. Double checking. Oh wow, no, it's at standard speed. Let's see what happens when we switch to Ludicrous. Please survive. All right, I think I switched to Ludicrous early enough that it's not a problem. It doesn't apparently stay set after you set it in the previous one. You can make a poop statue. Oh, it skipped. Yep, skipped twice now. I can hear it when it skips. Nope, it's skipping. We're done. That is 2 failed benchies so far. Two failed. Let's get this benchy off the bed. Yeah. So, okay, we're not doing Ludicrous speed, I don't think. I don't think it's happening. So we're going to reprint that, and we're going to go sport mode this time. All right. I'm going into the settings. Should I try Ludicrous again, or should we do sport mode? A lot of people said they had to tighten the belts. Belts feel good to me. I'm going to sport mode. We're doing a sport mode benchy. I'm not trying that again. I can't be here all night. You see the news of Anchor producing theirs later in 2023. I didn't back the Anchor. I'm really skeptical about it. Oh, you might be doubling the speed off of Ludicrous mode. I don't know if that's the way it works, but that's not a terrible thought. Have you updated? Nope, haven't updated firmware. I literally just got this thing running. I'm not gonna do a firmware update in a stream. Too much time. Sport, if it skips again, look at the belts. Yep, I'm gonna do sport. Let's do sport and see how this goes. And we'll go from there. I don't want to be streaming all night. I've got to get back to work on the Cobra Max review. So, yeah. How long have we been streaming already? An hour? Hour and 8 minutes so far. Love your videos. Thank you. Whew. What's my opinion so far? I don't have one. I would say keep it as it is. If it does it in 17 minutes, you're already on the fastest. That's a good point. I've got it on sport mode right now. Let me double check. Do you think the price will go down? No, I don't. I don't think the price is coming down on this because I think it's already a really good price for what it's doing. Or due to the residents not tuning before the print. I mean, I did a residence tune already. We did one earlier in the stream. I'm just not letting it do it immediately before the print. So, maybe, but I don't think so. What's printing? We are printing a Benchy. A 3D Benchy. How many filament rolls do I have? They sent me 4 with this. I got 4 with it. If you're talking about how much stuff I have in general, a lot. All right. A little globby. This is sport mode. Sport mode, not ludicrous. How did I first hear about 3D printing? Gosh, this thing is loud. I don't remember, honestly. News articles back 15 years ago, probably. I looked into 3D printing probably 10, 15 years ago for car building, which I was doing for a job. And yeah, I don't know. Yes, the latest firmware did have a lot of fixes in it. I saw that. I'm going to update and all that after this, but I'm just letting it go. Let's see what the sport mode does. So far, sport mode's surviving. We are printing a Benchy, yes. This is not the fastest setting. This is sport mode. No, the X-1 Carbon is not officially for sale yet. They're doing pre-orders now. Pre-orders. I wonder if you can see how much it's shaking on the other camera angle. Can you see that on the live? I don't know. I do not know when it will be. They're probably not gonna fulfill all the Kickstarter orders until at least September. So I don't think they'll get out like, yeah, we're doing a Benchy. Just sub to YouTube. Welcome. Thank you. Mike is shaking like crazy. Yep. I don't think you're going to see these out in the wild, like just for sale, until the end of the year. Our Benchy's solid. They're not solid. They have empty infill. Sounds like it's rubbing the print a little bit. I'm not putting it on the fastest setting. We already had 2 failures in the fastest setting. Build volume, it says right there, build volume is 256 squared, or cubed. My infill geometry of choice is either gyroid or rectilinear. I kind of flip-flop between the two. I've been doing gyroid a lot lately. This, it looks like they use cubic. For this, it looks like they use cubic. Cubic infill is what they chose. This printer has the potential to be a really awesome machine. So we're gonna see. Oh, try closing the door, yeah. It's quieter for sure. I don't know how much quieter. It's definitely quieter, but... Okay, the fan noise is a lot when it's open. I'm thinking I might take the panels off and put sound deadening inside the walls. Is this printer new to market? Yes, it is. It is a new thing. It's only been in beta to this point. I got it off Kickstarter, so yeah. Is my fan loose? Nope, mine is fine. I'm gonna print that support piece. I am going to print that support piece, but mine's fine, so. Fix the audio. Fix the audio. I had to switch cameras on the audio. Sorry about that, folks. The main camera angle actually died. The main camera died, so I had to switch it. Now the audio's coming in on the overhead camera right now. Woo! Gosh, this thing is loud. How much do you think you can mod it? I don't know. I have no intentions of modding it right now. I don't mod machines while I'm reviewing them, and I'm going to review this, so till I'm done, I don't know. Jumped over to YouTube. Welcome. Thank you for being here. God, my whole desk is shaking so freaking much. ask it to be quieter. No, I want it to print fast. Axel, thank you for the roses. This is not top speed. This one's looking good. This one's looking real good. This is not top speed. This is the sport mode, not Ludicrous. Can I put something under it to make it quieter? Honestly, all the noise is inside. It's not the frame resonating, it's the print head making noise, like on the rails and shit. What do you have planned for this? First thing I'm doing after this stream is reprinting this shroud for my Voron in multicolor. I'm gonna reprint this on here and see how good I can do. This was printed with my Palette 3. It can go faster than this, yes. This is not top speed. You want to hear it closed again? I've already done that, but let's do it again. It probably makes a bigger difference on the stream with it closed because of the fan noise. Here in person, the fan noise doesn't bother me as much as the mechanical sounds. But the fan noise on the microphone probably gets picked up a lot more, so. Did I take the plastic off the desiccant bags in the AMS? No, I have not. Haven't done it. Nope. I'm gonna give this thing a once over, believe me, once we're done the stream, but you can run up to 4 color filaments in this with this configuration I have. Up to 4 colors. Bridging speed is clearly slow. Yeah, if you get the AMS, if you get 4 of the AMSs, you can do up to 16, though they haven't actually enabled that yet. Put the spare pieces away. Yeah, the cost on this is around $1,500. It's like $1,450 for the whole setup. Oh yeah, the roof of this thing is not looking nearly as good as the rest of it. Yeah, I hope the hub isn't very expensive as well. I would like to be able to do more than 4 color prints. Because I do 6 or 7 color prints on my palette. Not unheard of, so. How would you mount 16 spools? This thing, the AMS that's on top, you use 4 of those and chain them together. How's the quality? So far, impressive. So far, very impressive. Almost done, folks. Almost done. Done! Our Benchy is done! How long did that take? Does it give us a timer? Unloading the filament? I like that it unloads filament when it's done. It has a print timer, but it's timed out, so... Factoring in the failed benchies, this is still a fast benchy. That is a very valid point. And I got no print date off that. Are there any messages? Will it tell me? Well, I have no idea how fast that was. Anybody want to check the time on the live stream? Go back and see when we started. I'm gonna change camera angles. All right, folks. Just had to set cameras back up. The main camera angle died. That's why the audio messed up before. Yeah, there's no print timer at the end of the print. It didn't tell me how long it took. So, I don't know. We're gonna have to check the live stream data to see how long that print was. Can I do that myself, maybe? Probably. I think around 16 minutes. That probably sounds about right. You've been watching for 30 minutes and saw it was about 16 minutes. Okay, so about a 17-minute benchy. Somewhere around there. All right, folks. 17-minute benchy is done. Let me show you camera angle quality. I mean, I haven't pulled it off the bed yet, but that looks very impressive to me for a 16-minute benchy. Yeah. I am thoroughly impressed. Not with the sound level of it, but I knew that going in. So, here we are. The Bambu Labs Carbon X1 Carbon. How was assembly? Easy. Easy. I just had to pull a couple of screws out, pull some parts out, untape a few things, and it was going. This live stream has been going for an hour and 27 minutes. We did 2 failed benchies and the 1 complete benchy in that time. So clearly, pretty good. The phone app has history. I haven't set up the phone app yet, so... yeah. Alright, folks. I will have a lot more on this. If you want to catch more of it, it's going to be on YouTube. Well, for now, if you want to keep up to date with what's happening with this printer as I keep using it, check out TikTok. That's where I'll be posting mostly. TikTok and Instagram, I'll be posting about this thing on a regular basis. And after I get plenty of seat time in it and really learn it, I will do a YouTube review on it. So once we get there. I bought this, was not sent to me by Bambu Labs, so yeah. I don't know how long prints will normally take. I would love to have a good answer for you, but it's really going to vary. I know. How about this? I sliced this design up already. Well, you know what? Let's slice it in the slicer. Let's take a look at the slicer together real quick, see how that goes. This computer is a little weak, so I'm not sure how well that's going to work out on the stream. Let me see if I can get that going. If we go to screen sharing and Bambu Labs, new project. Let's bring in a hi. 3D printing. We're on 2.4. Stealth burner. STL, stealth burner, main body, open. Now I want to print this in ASA, generic ASA. I'm going to add a second one so I get color options. Now let's color this thing. This is going to be a multicolor print that I'm doing right now. We're setting up right now. Folks on TikTok, I'm sorry, you can't see this. You're going to have to head to YouTube if you want to see what I'm doing right now. This is the way I colored this on... Why are you not doing that? I gotta switch colors. There we go. This is the way I did it on the palette. The color scheme that I did. This print with my Ender 3 that I printed it on, running Direct Drive, the E3D Revo CR that I have installed on that. That printed in, let's go way down here. That printed on that machine, on the Ender 3. It printed in 8 hours, I think. I think it took 8 hours on the Ender 3. Let me just I gotta make sure I paint this right. This print took 8 hours on the Ender 3 with the Palette 3 Pro printing it. Alright. That looks like what we want. Making no slicer adjustments whatsoever. I haven't touched any settings. Oh wait, I should adjust to make sure I'm on like the right. Yeah, it's got to be 4 walls, 6 top and bottom shells. I got to make sure that's right for this, because this is part of my Voron and I want to be sure we're like apples to apples comparison here. Oh, what's a good time to print a Benchy on a standard Ender 3? On an Ender 3, a Benchy will print in 2 hours. Something like that. Hour and a half. Hour to an hour and a half. On an hour to an hour and a half would be a fast Benchy on an Ender 3. So, yeah. All right, this is going to take a minute to slice. This computer is not powerful, so the fact that we're streaming while doing this, it's not happy about it. Hi! Just want to see real quick which camera I'm using here. Yeah, I'm using that cam. Behind the scenes view. 35%. Let's get through this real quick. I just want to see how long this is going to take. This took 7 or 8 hours on the Ender 3 with the Palette 3 Pro. What's the price tag on this? $14.50 for the full setup like I have it here. Four and a half hours. So this is not quite a 50% of the time to print here with no slicer adjustments whatsoever so far. So why does that not seem terrible? Because it's not. It's really not. All right, folks. That's going to wrap it up for the stream. I've printed a successful 3D Benchy. Honestly, looking at it is by no means the best Benchy I've ever printed, but it is way... If you handed me this and told me this was a 17-minute Benchy, 16-minute, whatever it was, I wouldn't believe you. I would have a hard time believing you that this printed that fast. By no means perfect, but I would not be mad at this print quality on pretty much any printer at all. So, all right, folks, that's going to wrap it up for this stream. That was not Ludicrous mode, Major. That was Sport mode, not Ludicrous mode. So, it could actually go faster. I did 2 in Ludicrous mode that failed. So, we went down to Sport mode, so. You purchased the Anchor. Did you get the wrong printer? I don't have a good answer for you. I don't think the Anchor is coming anytime soon, is it? I don't know. I have concerns about the design of the Anchor personally. Wow, that wrench is long. But you know, that's me. I don't know. I couldn't justify the anchor. This one, I'm thinking I'm pretty happy with. So. Oh, was that Ludicrous mode on the print I sliced? No, that was not pushing it at all. What witchcraft is it that it doesn't have ringing? It's the calibration, the vibration calibration. The vibration calibration turned out pretty good. Honestly, the base layers look the same between the normal and the sport mode print. So, all right, folks, I got a jet. We got to call this stream. So there it is, the X1 Carbon. Let's look at the overhead angle of it there with the 4-unit AMS on top of it. All right, folks, that's it for the stream. Thank you all so much for everybody being here. Just over an hour and a half. We unboxed this, had 2 failed benchies and a successful one, and I really didn't put it together in a very timely manner. So, yeah. All right, folks, I'm going to call it here. I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you for being here, and I will see you later on. Anycubic Cobra Max review is coming out on Saturday. Be sure to be subscribed on YouTube to catch that. My review of the Anycubic Cobra Max is coming on Saturday. So I will see you folks later. Bye-bye.